Well, that's the thing I think people get mixed up, is this idea of quantity over quality, right? A lot of people think, oh, I need to spend all day with my kids in order to have a good relationship with them, but it's not true, right? And they ask me, like, Michael, how do you have 4 kids and these businesses and all this other stuff you're doing and still make time for your family? And it's not that hard. What I do is I find these pockets of time where I can spend focused attention with them. And I haven't always been good at this, right? Like, sometimes I'm on my phone too much, right? But I'm trying to be conscious of when I'm around them to put my phone down, right? Because when that happens, I'm much more patient, I'm much more focused, and I'm much more involved in whatever activity that we're doing. Even if I'm just cooking them breakfast, we end up cooking breakfast together when I'm not on my phone and trying to get them to be quiet and get away from me so that I can focus on this video I'm watching on YouTube, right? Which I've done in the past. I'm not perfect. But just now, my son, I'm coming downstairs. They're about to leave for the park. I got to work out before work. I'm going to bang out this video real quick. And just now my son is like, Dad, can you throw the football with me for a little bit? I'm like, yeah, dude. So we go outside and we throw the football for 5 or 10 minutes. And we have some quality time together where we're involved in an activity together. And it's that simple. It doesn't have to be these long periods of time. And honestly, whenever that does happen, whenever I do end up spending a ton of time, like all day, we end up just fighting. It's very difficult for me to be focused on them 12 hours a day. Versus, and even when I am off that day, we're doing other stuff. We're running around, running errands. I'm not involved in an activity with them. That still only happens a couple of times a day. So just because I work all day doesn't mean that I can't get some time in with them in the morning. Or if I'm off a little early, I can't get 30 minutes in with them before bed. Or I can't spend 5 minutes with them playing ICC, a color that you don't see, which we do all the time. Or a quick card game at the table. I get a ton of time, a ton of quality time with my kids because I realize it isn't about quantity, it isn't about being with them all day long, right? And then I go a little bit further and I say, let's schedule some time for me and you, just one-on-one time versus all of us roll. The other night, I rolled on the floor with them for 30 minutes while my wife was cooking dinner. And we're wrestling and tickling and, I'm doing the airplane with them where I put my feet and push them into the air. And like, they're all having a blast with me and I'm getting that time in with them one-on-one. I'm sorry, not as a group. But then I go and I say, you know what? Me and you are going to have a movie night on the couch and we're going to spend the night together on the couch. Or I'm going to take you, just me and you out to go to the store and we're going to get some snacks and eat them in the car before I leave for work. And I get that one-on-one quality time with each individual kid as well, as much as I can. And it's that simple. Now that I'm busier, I'm like, you know what? I need to take more time off. I don't need to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day in order to be successful. I need to be more focused on my time that I have to be productive. And I need to do more in that time so I'm not spreading out my activities to 12 hours a day, And then now I'm taking more time off with them in the evenings. I'm trying to be home 3-4 nights a week so that I can have dinner with the family instead of working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, like I had to when I was growing the business. I absolutely refuse to be successful in business and lose my family in the process. And so that's what I do. And it might be wrong, who knows? We'll see how it plays out. But I think it's right. I think it's right that it's quality over quantity. And then occasionally I'm going to take vacations, like around Christmas time, I take 9 days off. I take the 24th through the 1st off, and I spend a large amount of time in those times. And I'm trying to take 1 week off quarterly now, because after the pandemic, I was off for 2.5 months, and I realized I need more time with my family. And so it's also this constant reevaluating where I'm going to spend my time, right? Like constantly going over, am I spending too much time at work and do I need to take some days off? Like this last week, I just took 3 days off in a row. And so that was all family time and it was great. I needed it. you know. But now I'm ready to go back to work full force, right? I don't plan on doing that again for a while, you know. But I'm trying to take a week off quarterly, just to have family time, not to go somewhere on vacation, not to travel, because that's stressful to me, but just to be home and involved with my wife and kids and be around, and just hanging out, especially since it's summertime right now. Probably going to try to take more time off in the summer with them. And it's just this constant reevaluation of my time, and am I spending it properly? Like I said, do I need to spend more time with my kids now, or is it time to go into hustle mode and be at work for a lot more of my time, you know? But even if that's the case, even if I do decide to go to work a ton, I'm still going to find these little pockets of time where I'm going to get this quality time in with my kids. And that's basically how I do it. It's not rocket science. It's not even that difficult to do. You just have to make it a priority. And I don't think most people do.